Okay, hello, welcome. So, I'm going to talk about today. Final Shape is not going to be the best DLC the Bungie's ever released, and I'm pretty sure I can give factual evidence in a sense. So, Bungie stated in a thing that they do want Forsaken and Witch Queen for Final Shape to be as good as them. But I don't think it's physically possible. For two reasons. And personally, I don't think Forsaken was as good as people make it out to be. I'll make a separate video on that, and people are going to be so mad raging. But we'll just purely go based on logic. And that logic is, let's look at the content we had for Forsaken, right? So Forsaken gave us... Hold up, I don't know why that was there. That was weird. Anyways, Forsaken gave us several new supers. We got the Arc Strider. We had different variants of Arc Strider, which we don't have anymore because they changed the system. We got Blade Barrage. We've got Spectral Blades. And then for Titan, we got Hammer, the Maul, the Slam Hammer. We got the Middle Tree Slam for Arc. We got, I forget what we got for Void. Oh, wait, no, I don't. It's the Shoot for Shield, which doesn't matter anymore. But yeah, we got that. And then for Warlock, we got the Kamehameha, which is the Arc Super, that is a beam of energy, comes out of the palm. We got Nova Warp for Void, and we got Well for Warlock. So they gave us 9 supers then, right? That's not, yeah, it's 9 supers. They gave us tons of new stuff. We got we got weapon random rolls, which in my opinion we should have had that since the beginning, so I'm not going to count that. So we're just going to count. We got tons of abilities. We got a ton of weapon. We got a ton of loot. New system of loot. We got a whole bunch of new stuff. It was really good. We've got a great campaign. It was a really good campaign. There was not much in game other than for Dreaming City, but personally I had those two separately. But yeah, so there was in game, there was tons of loot, there was tons of ways to farm loot, there's tons of new stuff to do. All around great fucking thing. It's literally why Destiny came back from the grave. Warmind helped bring it back, yes, but Forsaken was the turning point. And then a lot of things have changed since, but for them, for one to do that is physically impossible again. Because they've made it apparent they don't want to over deliver, which, in my opinion, there's no such thing. Because the whole point of gaming is to advance even farther and farther and farther. And they're not doing that anymore. So they don't want to do that anymore. So the only way for them to physically make it better, when they've already released everything, all the supers, we have one new aspect for each character, one new super for each character. One Titan, one Warlock, one Hunter. They look cool, they look fun, but that's all we're getting. That right away shows nowhere near Forsaken level. Nowhere near for abilities. We're getting basically nothing. They've announced there won't be any new Darkness supers for the two Darkness we have, which is Stasis and Strand, which we should get when we defeat the Witness, but we're not going to. So, you sit there and you think about this and you wonder, what are we supposed to do then? And so it's like, Bungie just sits there and it's like, they say this, but it's not possible. We don't have enough stuff. We're not going to get enough stuff. So, why do they keep claiming this? Well, they think the campaign will carry it, which I'm here to say that's not possible. The campaign will not carry this for Final Shape. It's not possible for a single campaign to carry it all the way. People are like, oh, but the Forsaken campaign was good. You're right, the Forsaken campaign was insanely good. Yes. But there was more to it. There was a great raid. There was great activities to farm on the planets for the Dreaming City specifically. Tangled Shore didn't have much to do, but the Dreaming City had a lot to do. A lot of different things, a lot of different activities, a lot of stuff. It had a new dungeon. It had a new raid. They don't release raids and dungeons together anymore, so we're not going to see that happen. So that automatically just cuts that out too. So there's another part. So you're looking at pure. We've already got the list of exotics. We've already got the list of abilities. So they're not adding anything else. They probably won't. More than likely, they're not going to. Because they always do this for all the new DLCs. They show off all the exotics, but maybe like one. And that's usually the seasonal one that they announce afterwards, when it's about to come out or when it comes out. And there's not going to be a season this time. So now you have to look at this like this. All the DLCs since Forsaken have been with a season. Every big DLC has been with a season to catch up the slack. Shadowkeep started the seasonal system. That's when they first started it with the thing. Shadowkeep kind of sucked. It was okay, but a lot of people didn't like it. I thought it was okay, personally. It had a season that came with it. Beyond Light had a season that came with it. Lightfall had a season that came with it. And then Witch Queen as well had a season that came with it. Witch Queen was good, yes, but it wasn't a standalone thing. It had to have the season as well, which connected to it. They're no longer doing that. So now we have even less content we're going to get. So you sit there and you stop and you think it's not going to work out the way people think. And when they say this is a make or break, they're correct. This is a make or break in a sense, because this is going to show the truth that Bungie cannot make anything without something to back it up on the side. So that way the big DLC fails, they have something small on the side to come back and, you know, give us some entertainment. That's not going to happen. So then they announced that we are going to get the raid. Obviously, we're going to do the campaign. We're not going to defeat the witness in the campaign, according to them. We're then going to do the raid, and then we have to do a mission after the raid is completed, and that's when we officially defeat the witness. So that means that's time gated as fuck to kill the witness, for one. That's time gated as hell. Because more than likely, the raid's not going to come out until the second or third week, minimal. And then it might come out right away for the mission, or it might be a week later for all we know, or that next Tuesday's reset. So that'll be a few days at least, potentially. Or if it is right away. So they have to make a season, or make a DLC that's on its own with no season to back up and have help with it. They have to make it where it has tons of activities to farm before the new chapter system comes out, or whatever they called them. And this is not possible. Bungie hasn't done it for years. They're not going to be able to do it. Final Shape is going to suck. Doesn't matter how big the campaign is, or how great the campaign is, or amazing it is. At the end of the day, we're not getting new Darkness subclass. We're not getting Darkness supers for the two that exist. We're getting light abilities. Only one light super per class. We're only getting one aspect per class. And some people will be like, oh, well, we don't know that for sure. We do, because they've done this countless times. They only announce that. They might add a little extra spice to it. Sometimes they do, but it's not going to be much. I doubt it. I don't have faith in this company to do what they should do. Even though they might be nearly on the verge of going extinct with their money problems, I don't have faith in them doing what's right anymore, because they've showed their corruption is insane. So we have all these issues, and then they want to announce that it's going to be bigger, badder, bolder. No, it's not. I get me wrong, we're going to get more info soon. They said they're going to talk about Season 23 first, and then after Season 23 stuff, they inform us about next season what's happening. Then they will talk about the future of the Final Shape. And they say they want to give us their ideals, their bigger, bolder, brighter ideals, which to me it just screams, oh, we're going to take longer and we're going to do one extra campaign mission, and ooh, we might add an extra fragment or aspect as well. Like Bungie, I'm sorry, but the higher ups at Bungie they don't allow anyone to do shit anymore, and I don't believe they will still. It's sad, but it's true, and that's the reality. People have to accept Final Shape. Yes, it's going to be make or break in a sense, but it's not going to be anywhere near Forsaken level. Forsaken had a ton of guns that came out, ton of exotics, tons of legendaries, tons of armor, tons of abilities, and we're not going to have any of that. We're going to have one super, one aspect. Maybe we'll get lucky and get a fragment. Maybe we'll get lucky and get another aspect. Doubt it. And that's it. The exotics have already been announced. They may add one extra one if they're nice when we kill the witness, which they should add one when we kill the witness. If we don't get something for killing the witness, people are going to be beyond pissed. 100%. In my opinion, they should simply add more stuff to it. Where once we kill the witness, more abilities come access for darkness, because the light buffed us and the darkness gave us more. I'll make another video on that, explains more into that. But sadly, the reality is Final Shape is not going to succeed the way they say it is. And everyone that's hyped believing, oh, Bungie's going to do it, they're not. Stop getting your hopes up. I'm upset about it, but it's the truth. Final Shape will be the worst DLC, in the sense it's going to have nothing to do. Because there's no season to have farmable stuff. It's going to be like Witch Queen's Wellsprings, it'll have probably, knowing Bungie. And the Wellsprings were the only thing that sucked for the Witch Queen. The storyline was great, the other stuff to do was great, the farming ideal, the crafting system was all nice. But they're not going to do that. They're going to give us something like Wellspring where it's going to suck and it's not going to be a great farmable thing and it's going to have nothing good. Or if it does some good, it's going to be 1,000 years to get. So, and even they fix that, it's a single DLC. They haven't done that in a long time. And they're not going to add some secret dimension like they did with the Dreaming City, or secret area where we can go and farm and do a new dungeon, a new raid. No, it's going to be straight up, raids on the thing. They've announced that, we know that. I highly doubt we're going to get a dungeon, because they've made it apparent that they don't want to do it like that. Release dungeon and raids together, so who knows when we're going to get another dungeon. It'll probably be the first one. They might still do that dungeon raid thing. I doubt it, though, because no returning raids are coming back, so it's sad, but the reality is I do not think Final Shape is going to work out. I want it to. I bet the campaign will be insane. I'm willing to bet that. It will be a crack campaign. But I do not think it'll survive past that. And that will not be as good for Bungie, because nobody's going to want to play past that point when there's nothing else to do. And we have to wait several weeks upon weeks, 6+ weeks, just for the next chapter to come out. And I think it's longer than that, actually, but we'll say like 6 weeks for the next chapter to come out. And then maybe loot will be good again, because how they're doing it. But yeah, it's not going to work out. Forsaken was a different level. It was a different time. It was great. It's not going to happen like that again. It's the reality we live in. I know people are going to be upset. People are going to say, oh, that's not true. Stop it. We're not getting tons of abilities. We're not getting tons of anything. They've already released the exotic list, which is small as hell. Yes, we don't know the armor, but we know the exotic weapons. And yeah, there's some cool ones, but they're shit. Because most likely they're going to be shit. And if they're not shit and they're godly, all of them are, that'd be cool, but there's still barely any compared to Forsaken that had, like, what, 14 weapons and 12 armor or something? It was some ridiculous number of armor and weapons. Like, it was ridiculous. Like, I don't even remember. Like, look at this. Literally, alone, Forsaken had 3 kinetics. Or, sorry, 5 kinetics. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 kinetics, several energy, 3 energy. I don't even know how many power. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 power. So, yeah. And then, like I said, the armor, too. As you can see, we got several armor from Forsaken. So, as a whole, it's going to fail. And it's sad it's that reality, but it is. So, yeah. It's not going to be as good as Forsaken. Forsaken is not going to be beat, because Bungie's not willing to over-deliver. Which is not really over-delivering, it's giving better loot, and getting better gear, and getting better stuff to keep people enticed, because that's what the game's about. So yeah, if you liked the video, if you have anything to say against me or with me, if you agree or disagree, let me know in the comments. Please like and subscribe. I appreciate it. Y'all have a good day.